They were both wearing green costumes. Green costumes, yes. Oh, they appeared to be Caucasian.
Guys, I wanted to do a story on a local man that lives here in town. His name's Pedro. He's mentally handicapped, and as you can see, he was arrested. He was arrested by the sheriff's office for, I guess they call it battery on a code inspector, because he shoved the dog catcher after they made false accusations against him for abusing his dog. You know, really nice man, didn't do this. So let's go ahead and get into how the sheriff's office abuses the mentally handicapped and puts them in a situation where they can be hurt or raped or even die in their jail, which is known to happen. Yeah, we're going. How you doing today, Pedro?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Hey, I just wanted to get your story about, how that you went to the jail over here when they said that you abused your dog.
I think that was very unfair because I never abused my dog. I used to be a little hard on him because I didn't know how to train him. And plus, I'm a bipolar, so I was in a great deal of stress. My medication had to be adjusted and things like that.
Why? Because you have a disability?
Yeah, it's a bipolar disability.
And like a mental one?
Yeah, it's like a schizophrenic borderline. I mean, I don't see things, I don't hear things, but I do talk to myself a lot and things like that. And then the dog, he does have a bond on me, because if that was true, that if I was abusing my dog, he would not have a bond on me.
What did they say happened with the dog?
They say that, a lot of people say that I was abusing him. Well, not a lot of people, some people say. That's why I had the note there. They say they had a complaint in the office, But I got so angry that I lost my temper that I pushed the dog catcher.
They sent the dog catcher to your house?
No, I just went downstairs and I got mad at her.
But she came to you, right? To your house?
No, she didn't.
She didn't?
No.
So how did you have the interaction with her?
I just went downstairs and I saw the truck.
But how did she know about abusing your dog and all this?
Because she flashed the papers right at me.
Oh, okay, so she was there to see you.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. So, and then what happened when she asked you about the dog?
I tell you, you get out of my house, because I never abused my dog. I tell you, that was bullshit. I never abused my dog. Then you get out of here. Then I pushed her, and then when I pushed her, I did get frightened. I couldn't move the lady because she was so strong.
Wow.
And plus, I'm much older than she is too.
Wow. So she said that you pushed her when you told her to get out of your house?
Yeah, when I told her to get out of the premises, yeah.
Wow.
He said, yeah, you don't even have. I said, do you have any? Did you go to the office? He says, no, I didn't go to the office. You're supposed to go to the office and say that.
Yeah. Did she have any proof you abused your dog?
No, she didn't.
Oh. But then what happened when you pushed her?
I got scared, and then I started walking the dog around the block.
And then what happened? When did the sheriff's people show up?
Well, when I saw a lot of cops coming there.
Yeah? Yeah,
and they were looking for me.
What happened?
They they arrested. They started talking to me and said, he said, yeah, but I didn't mean to, Yeah, I just got a little bit upset,
And you just wanted her to leave your house.
Right, yeah, that's what I said. Just wanted her to leave my house,
Because she was accusing you of all these false things.
Exactly, yeah. And then I got arrested by a lady cop. They says, oh, I'm going to have to place you on the arrest. Well, if that's what you think, then let's go. Yeah. Because I don't resist the police. I mean, the police sometimes are good, but a lot of times here, especially in Charlotte County, they're very strict. They're not. They don't know what they're doing.
Wow.
They put you in jail for any stupid little thing, and then that's why I don't like.
Wow. We think a lot alike. But listen. So what did they charge you with?
They charged me with battery and assault.
Misdemeanors or felonies?
It was a felony.
Ooh. Was that your first time ever go to jail?
No, I went to jail here plenty of times, but it was just for one dip, and they were all false accusations.
Really?
Yeah, the first time it was for DUI, and that wasn't true.
You got off of that one too?
Yeah, I got off of that one. Then the second one was aggravated assault, which I was accused for flirting with a married woman. He told me that she was married, and then I left her alone. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then I got angry,
Damn. How much did it cost you to bond out of jail for that thing with the dog?
It cost my mother $500 to get me out of there.
Was that like a hardship on her?
Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. But then I explained the thing, I didn't mean to, yeah.
Because what kind of jobs do you do? Because you have your disability. So what do you do?
I don't have no disability.
No, for the.
Oh no, I have kitchen. I do kitchen work.
Like what? Like wash dishes?
Washing dishes,
Oh, okay. Little jobs like that probably don't pay a lot of money,
No, they don't pay a lot of money, no. At first I didn't like working that way because I used to be a printer for over 24 years, but then I started saying, well, I got older, I turned 60 years old, well, I might as well stay in the culinary, position, it's not too bad. Then I decided, no, then I'm going to be a culinary artist.
Because see, what people don't realize is I actually met you working at a restaurant here when you told me this story.
Yeah.
Several years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was kind of shocked that someone with your disability, they would take to jail for felonies, for all this stuff with false accusations over a dog and, shoving some lady that didn't really hurt her,
It was just a tap, yeah.
Yeah, and because when I first met you, you used to ask me things like, what about Superman versus Batman?
Yeah, exactly. A normal person wouldn't say things like that.
Yeah, and then, you really like Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
You spend a lot of time watching Marvel Universe. And
things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like a simple guy. And I just couldn't believe that the police would do all that. It wasn't necessary. They just, tell you to go back to your house or,
Yeah, they shouldn't have told me that.
Just don't do that. That's bad.
Just don't push the dog catcher. I think that's what they shouldn't have said, right?
Right, but then what happened? So you went to jail and you bonded out. You had to go to court.
Yeah, I went to court, and then they were thinking about giving me probation or pretrial diversion, but thank God I found a lawyer. He's a public defender. His name was what was it? I don't remember his name. But anyway, he was a pretty good lawyer. Thank God. I think he was God sent, but
he helped you out.
Yeah, he helped me out. He gave me pretrial diversion.
And what all was that about? What did they do for that?
Okay, pretrial diversion is where you just do community service.
Okay.
Then you got to show up there to the
courthouse.
The courthouse. Where the officer, the probation officer.
The probation officer.
Yeah, exactly.
How much money did all that cost you?
Well, that cost me about like hundreds of dollars.
How much is it for a month of that stuff? They charge you money for the drug test, for...
No, they don't charge me money for the drug test, but I did have to pay the little fine,
How much was the fine?
I think it was about like $50 each, each visit when I went there.
How many visits did you have?
I had like about 5 or 6 of them.
Ooh.
And then I had to go to anger management too.
How much did that cost?
About $500.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
And you're just working these little jobs, and you were telling me previously, you've been in the process of applying for disability for SSI.
Yeah, exactly. And I also have arthritis in both knees too.
So that must have been quite a hardship on you, all of these things.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm very sorry that happened to you. I feel like that should have not happened.
Yeah.
People with, actually the sheriff was talking about here recently. With the kid that they killed with the chainsaw because he was suicidal. They took him to jail, and then
when
he was stuck in the jail, they gave him a chainsaw to go outside and trim and do yard work, and he cut his own head off.
Yeah, oh shit.
What's his name? Tristan, something like that. Tristan Murphy, I think.
Oh my God.
So, but
they put him in jail for what? Because he was gonna kill himself?
well, what they did, being an asshole that they usually are, like in your case, he was suicidal and drove his car into a lake. So they arrested him for felony dumping.
Oh
These same
my
ones
God.
right here that are passing us by.
Because he drove his car to the lake?
Drive his car inside the lake, yeah.
Oh, but then he wanted to kill. Why didn't they bake around?
I know. Listen, even you got that one right. So the sheriff, to save his own ass, I'm actually gonna put a link in the description, guys. You can watch about this. Decided that he's gonna not have the his sheriff's deputies just automatically take everyone to jail with a mental illness.
Yeah, that's what
it's called the Tristan Murphy
yeah,
Act.
that's what they've been doing. I think that's like the new asylum. Now they're putting the mentally ill in jail. I think that's a lot of bullshit crap.
I know. But yeah, so he's got the Tristan Murphy thing where they're just gonna try and give mental health help to people, but it's bullshit because I see every day they still take all these people to jail with mental illnesses.
Yeah, they should Baker Act them or something. Put them in an asylum,
you gotta actually help people, not just put them all in jail, you know?
Exactly.
That doesn't help anything.
No, it doesn't.
And in fact, a lot of these people that go to jail can't protect themselves in there. And jail is a very bad environment. You know?
Yeah, that's for sure. I think they should make the jail systems better. Because I heard of the jail systems in Norway, they're very nice.
Yeah, well, that's a society that wants to have rehabilitation.
Yeah.
You know, here it's more like just to punish you, and you did something wrong, so your ass is gonna burn. That's kind of the mentality.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid because you know, I mean, I think maybe they should give them a little bit of punishment. That if they get fresh, I understand that, but you know, but I think the jail cells should be more. Should be more lenient, like, you know, like nice jails, you know, where they can put them to work, give them an education. And they also talk about they teach the Bibles into jails over here.
Yeah, they have that, but the guy comes like once a week for an hour. But you know, what somebody told me a long time ago that we've lost track of in this country is you're supposed to lock up people that you're afraid of, not people that you're mad at.
Exactly.
And that's the problem here. Like you're not a danger to society, and they were just mad at you for shoving the dog catcher.
Yeah.
So they put your ass in jail. You know, not caring about what would happen to you in there, you know?
Yeah.
What happened if you got beat up or raped in there or stabbed?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because of your disability and someone take advantage of you. See, they don't care.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, then they talk about these Bible teaching. They start saying, oh, that God forgives all sins. But how can they say something like that? And then when they let go of the prisoners, they don't have too much rights. It's like when they released me, I couldn't vote, you know, for a little while.
Yeah, because they took your rights away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's another thing.
Wasn't that terrible?
Yeah, it was
How did that make
terrible.
you feel?
Oh, it made me feel bad, you know.
Well, I really appreciate your time to get this out, and I hope it brings about public awareness.
Yeah, it should.
Of
Really.
some of this evil that is done by the sheriff's office.
Yeah, of course.
That's not necessary.
No, it isn't necessary.
You know.
Yeah.
But thank you,
Yes,
buddy.
no problem.
All right.